Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm World Dragon, and this is the continuation of our playthrough on Timberborn. And when we left off last time, we were aiming to get this aquifer online, and we were potentially panicking because our food is dwindling. We have... I don't know, 4 days, I guess, until I start to get grilled spatterduck. I don't know if that was technically the first one I planted, but I feel like it's going to be one of my higher numbered ones. Well, they're all pretty high. They're all roughly similar. Yep, about 4 days. I'm going to go ahead and pause one of these just to make sure I don't drain this too much. We are in a drought now for 5 days. Not too bad. And by the time the drought's over, we should hopefully have this online with our windmills. Now, the question is... Yep, we do need to destroy these so I can build my third windmill. And I would also love to... Absolutely love, I tell you. Go ahead and get... Do I want a dam or... let's just go straight in for... Floodgate? Yes. Let's go straight in for floodgates. Let's put this at a beautiful height of 0.85. We'll do. Too far. From building. Please build more. I think what I want to do, I'm just going to mark all of them for big destroyer. And then I will path the road around. And yes, get this area online once the drought is over. How are we doing? Depth 0.61, and we've gone down by about a day and a half. Our water's still holding firm. You know, let's pause this pump as well. Hang on, what was that? Oh, the teas. The teas? Where is it? I've lost the frog. Hang on. Kermit, where are you? Kermit? Kermit, are you there? Apparently not. Nope, apparently not. So we're like 2 days away or something like that. We are almost out of carrots, however. We will very much continue pulling those through. We are ready to boost those blueberry numbers as well, though. So we should be okay. Nope, still haven't found Kermit. Those should come online in about a day or so. Max input, max output. Oh, we haven't quite gotten to that point yet. We do have a windmill doing nothing. How are we doing for beavers? We have 7 spare beavers, you say. Let's get the 4th one of these guys online. Let's unpause these two. We're at the end of a day, so I mean, it's not going to make too much of a difference. We can put both our water pumps straight back online once we're past the drought as well. We do 100% have the spare beavers. Yes, we're still in the carrots. We're still in the carrots. Looks like maybe we've eaten a couple of berries. We're still in carrots. We're good. We're okay. We should be perfectly fine. These should be growing to full size very soon. Again, Kermit, are you there? Kermit, come in, Kermit. I definitely heard a frog. All right, I'm not going insane. I am not going insane. I heard a frog when I clicked on my first spatterduck. Building lacks materials. That'll be this guy. Yep, that's fair. Oh, and of course, although how many can you hold to begin with? Let's 90 grilled spatterduck. That's pretty good numbers right there. For the grilling of spatterduck, let us... Let's go ahead and hit that storage. Let's go ahead and hit another medium warehouse. Let's stick it square in there for now, and let's call you the spatterduck that shalt be grilled. Grilled spatterduck. We apparently had some. We apparently very briefly had some. How are we doing up here? We are looking pretty good. Let's hit that other windmill. That's okay. Reach an average well-being of 10. I got the achievement for it. That obviously must be for a singular beaver as opposed to an average. Let's go and put that up there. Let's go and have me a structure around there. I don't know if this is where technically my road will stay. I don't know. But it'll do for now. It'll get me around here and get this building. Network power supply 154, demand 0 because we're in a drought. So that makes sense. Look at all this Spadadock. Grilled Spadadock is coming online. Carrots are going back up once more. I'll probably go ahead and pause you. I think I'm past the worst of the danger. Go ahead and turn one of you on. Seems like I might not actually need all 3. We'll go ahead and have 2 of you turned on. We've got 4 spare beavers. Let's put the haulers up to 2. Also, continue to build 1 or 2 little things. Being our... Oh, avoid the jump. A couple of extra medical beds. We don't need that many medical beds in total just yet, but as our industry grows, we will. Now, we have 1,000 science. The question is, do I... Aquifire's online as well. Now, it's not going to be running permanent. That's why I do want to dam this up. And look at all this beautiful green land we have gone and created. Most importantly, this area is fully green for the now. Look at all this beautiful green land we are creating. Glorious, I tell you. Now, of course, this will spew out bad tide during a bad tide. Bad water during a bad tide, I suppose I should say. You're still too far? You are too far. Interesting. Destroy this tree, really. It's too far from a district. Right, what have I not done? What have I not joined up here? Hang on. Clearly missed a path piece here. Yep, that's not. That is underneath there. What have I... Oh, because I can't path in the middle. There you go. That'll get them round because that middle one is actually a solid gear. That's why that hasn't pathed up. Got all of these down. That's an extra shower. Average well-being of 11. Now, I believe I was hoping for at least a 12. If not... Wait, a 12, because the 10 and a 12 are very close. So I was aiming for the 12. That gives a movement speed of 15%. Will, of course, help as I continue to grow. Now, yes, they're all... Aha! And that does also now come online. Feel like how they deliver and build kind of thing, and then they come back and destroy a little bit. So we are good for food. Food is going up. Food is filling up those solid numbers. I almost feel like what the next things I actually need is bigger warehouses as opposed to more food coming in, basically. But what we need to do now, dynamite is a thing, but also getting power online. We do have this area for more stuff, things, you know, that kind of, you know. Demolish. Go and get that 200 science thing on the go. Depth 0.72. Yeah, still very interested to see if we can survive a bad tide. It's still a manual turnaround. We'll have to see what we can do with that. Not quite filling up. Let's pause the last one of these guys. So, yeah, getting proper power online, but also getting proper science online is a big thing. Now, for our observatory, we do need 200 horsepower, and I've not left myself 200 horsepower. I mean, I could always go and pause this gear workshop. That one, I mean, it's kind of... it's kind of a little bit surplus now anyway, because I've maxed out on gears. Because the lumber mill and the smelter will go and take up... Oh, no, smelter's 200 on its own. How about these? Lumber mill, and gear workshop. I think that puts me up to 220. If I remember my numbers. Does. But I could always go and check a observatory here for now. And rack up some good old-fashioned science points. Go ahead and do that. It's only temporary. You'll have these little geothermals. They are fantastic. Keep this going and... Well, ooh, nice. We grabbed that already. Go and demolish that. Yeah. Bad tide. Bad water, sorry. It's probably one of the next things I want. I think this is... Oh, no, zipline, sorry. I think this is one of the closest bad water pools, though. Yes, ziplines is the next thing I want, which does cost me a fair amount of science. I think I agreed. Yeah, a lot. Let's just call it a lot. 1200, 1800. Got the materials. Just short on science. But with... I can't actually build this, can I? I need pine resin. Damn it. Now what I'm going to do... I did. I had this thought. Quickly save some of these trees. Hang on, no, those ones on the outside. Oak trees. Okay, so pine is growing. Put you back to facing that road. Get a fair few more of those in. Go ahead and unlock that, and so you come up to here. Go, I was almost spot on anyway. I will go and replace those with... Yeah, I can mark those. I'll replace these when they eventually get chopped down. And I'm not even going to bother building storage for this. 50 will do just fine. Let's get that observatory online. We will lose 4 workers. We'll lose all of these guys, basically. Oh, bad water source comes online in 3 days. That's perfectly fine. Not going to continue to not be worried about that. Nice. Yeah, our food is all very, very healthy. Okay. Okay, it's providing... Even if it doesn't provide full power, it can work on partial power. That's good to know. That's good to know. So, I mean, yeah, it will work with these. I'm pretty sure this will work well enough to go, and then it just starts out again. It'll work well enough. Keep this hydrated and green. Path. Nice. The observatory is now online. I am missing 6 workers. Honest. Pause now. Missing 4 workers. That's a perfectly fine number. Let's not pause that. Nice. Here comes the science. Beautiful. So science is on the way up. We are going to be able to start really unlocking those buildings. Yeah. I feel like, see, now the problem is with zip lines compared to tube stations, one of the big problems I find is the kind of single line problem. With tubeways, you can have a tubeway split in 2, 3, 4, well, 4 directions maximum, because it can only go 4 ways. The point is you can have a tubeway split in 4 different directions. I suppose you could go up and down, 6 directions, I suppose you could say. And then it can, in essence, go, you can have a whole network connected in various and multiple ways. Now, zip lines will only connect to, in essence, 2 other places. So you end up with like a continual line. You can't have multiple lines going to multiple places. So you kind of need central station is the best way I can describe it. You need some form of central station. Somewhere where the beavers, in essence, collectively come to and then disperse from, with various lines going in various directions, pretty much all coming through the central hub, give or take. Now, the smartest place for this to be would be right next to the housing. So, that's what we're gonna do. Gonna go and yep, go to that. Go and put one of these here. I'm even going to be cheeky enough to throw down another lodge, but I'm going to put it in this corner so I can remember that I've made it wonky. And this is in essence going to become central hub. I mean, it makes sense. It's where all of the beavers start and finish every single day. And so, with that, let's path that across there. Zipline station. To the zipline station. Now, on. Overhangs would be nice right now. Overhangs would be very nice right now. Clearly, we're going to have to redesign this in the future, but let's start with here. Let's down one of the... For now, this is going to be a basic zipline setup. Down to up here. Now, those are all going to be connected up. Now, what we need is more science. I could get a pylon. I would... I don't really like it. I don't really like the line it's going to take. It works, but oh no, I think I can live with that. Can't unlock zipline beam, not enough science points. Alright then, well, we are going to have to Got a set of stairs there just to be able to reach it, so let's go and chuck those in first. Now I can unlock it. Yes. Oh, that works too. I would, however, have to get up there, which is a hell of stint. That would probably be a little bit better. Can't unlock it yet, though. Also still very much building stations and such. There's always that anyway. I got some metal. I've got some planks and I've got some logs. Ooh, nice. This is being farmed. Oak. Not that. As best you can. Too far, but it should be fine once I can make them stand at the top of the stairs. Like I said, I can either like that there. Pretty sure that... Yes, it is too far. I think potentially having that right smacking middle. Pretty good location. I just need another 100 science point. That online. Quite a while to get these resources up. Well, of course, I suppose I haven't really got the zip lines on the go. What makes everything take longer. And so I suppose the big thing will be that's 87. That is 47. So there you go, 47, 87. Pretty easy numbers to remember. Not that I will, so I hope one of you is paying attention. 47, 87. We have that 500. We don't quite yet. All of the numbers are holding beautifully. We are in a drought. Turn off 2 of those so we don't dry up. We have actually gone down quite a bit. So zip lines are fully online now. That's now down to 42. There you go. I saved a whole path of 5. Which is interesting, because my thing's here, yet going through the zip line, it looks a lot shorter if you ask me. But no, saved a path of 5. It is, however, 150% speed, so very much is faster. That is now unnecessary. Nice. This one, on the other hand, saved 30. So yes, much faster. And again, this is basic setup zipline, stage 1. Like I said, we're gonna have central hub station. Where ziplines will be going everywhere. One of the next places. Now we're in a drought, so this is actually a little bit difficult. I think here. I think here's where I'm aiming for. I'm not entirely sure. Comes down here, down here, down here, down here. Ah, down from here, yes. So this very much will be that. Yes. And we can also just extend this one as it is at this point to come up this way. So once we're up there, that'll be nice and easy as well. Yes, that all works beautifully. Science is still coming in. Let us that. Right, let's just build the connector in the middle. That's fine. Pylon. Middle. One. Increase. If I was to dam this up, it would still all come out this way anyway. Do. Get to. Little bit. Just give me a little bit, to play with it even when we hit drought. And then water. Bad water pump. Plenty of science, because in the space it now takes me to blink, you get so much. All of this will become so much faster. Once. For beavers, we have 3 spare beavers. Food is holding beautifully. Water is still holding beautifully. We have 1.3 days worth of drought. Depth's not great, but we should make it through another day. Build all of this. Go through much faster. Now, I'm just going to unpause this and fill up with 50. Cool. Ooh, and I believe that's also the last pine tree I need to cut down. A little bit filled in. I'm gonna fill it with 50 pine resin just so I've got a tiny stockpile. And yep, scrap metal is actually about to run out. Right, where's my next direction? Scrap metal. We can come up this way. Also means that I can get another aquifer online. That's not a terrible idea at all. Build a dam. It's an instinct. There you go, get an achievement for that. I think I would have gotten that earlier, but I've only just built a dam. Being on a non-river style playthrough takes a little bit longer to do that. So yeah, like I said, I think potentially this direction is the direction to go. Get an aquifer online, green up this area as well. And then also potentially, once dynamite comes online, start to play around a little bit more with, should we say, X, Y, and Z. And even then, 5 cycles. Huzzah! I can even then look to box this up in potentially the cheeky or the official style. Have that boxed in. I could, of course, also make this a little permanent bad water source. Why can't I select this? There we go. Oh, we've apparently started moving material somewhere else. Are you sure? Slightly dry up again. Well, maybe. Build. Both of these back online. Keep us to spare, but you can definitely not be paused. These all online. Yeah, things are coming along very, very nicely. Now, to come up to here, we are going to need to look at that second zipline station. 2040, 20. Yeah, we're very good on resources. And it's the scrap metal that worries me the most. Go and chuck that up there. Then I want. There. I refuse. I refuse to have that 2 meters too far away. I'm not building a thing for that. Go. Let's nestle you in there, in fact. And let's go and look to get you. Looks like today, in today's episode, we have played the territorial game. And I... Okay. Dams are built. Things are bloody happy happening. Oh, where does it come out? There's a question. Comes out over here. Okay. And this way, that's gonna come this way and run off the map. Yeah, that's fine. No trouble with that. We are getting bad water, ladies and gentlemen. We have 21 bad water and slowly decreasing. I don't know why it's decreasing. That's weird. Must have been going between places. And I guess bad water pushed through here and blocked this off. Now, slightly contaminated. That's alright. All we're really trying to do is green. And I can only assume that, yeah, this bad water source came online. And I think now the last one will come online. I think that's going to be the last one. This is not the direction I'm coming in, is it? No. This direction. No? I'm going in this direction. And so this is actually more likely to be my... well, we've got the bad tide drain outlets. Again, they're an interesting one as well, because... I mean, you can very easily box them up to simply block them. But a very, very interesting one as well, what I can tell, because I assume... Cannot... No, you cannot demolish them. That would be a bit of an easy way to get rid of them. So I assume you just have to kind of box them. Yeah, so this episode has been a land grab, basically. We are expanding our footprint to further reaches of the map. Definitely need to get some switches in here. Get this going down. I mean, when these turn on during bad tide, I'll just, in essence, open it for now. Bit of a manual workaround, but... now, so to say. Yeah, and eventually I suppose we'll come over to these underground ruins for a mine, maybe? Quite sure if there's anything else over here that's of much interest. I suppose we've got this little aquifer, which is just kind of a way to get this corner nice and green, really. Not really a lot else going on over here. These which we'll have to block off, but they're not too much. And so, I mean, over here, I suppose we're kind of starting to look at... maybe maybe a small bit of a wind farm. We can very much snake that down here and plug it into further industry. Plug it into here. I think little wind farm on this hill. I do love my wind farms to be on a small hill. Is not a bad idea. We can kind of set up some batteries over here, or even some batteries over here, to be honest. Got a bit of an overhang. We'll get a decent amount. We're not gonna be the mighty grand wind farms that you see on many streams or many games, or potentially even do yourselves. But I'm not a huge fan of a megalithic wind farm tower. I feel like it's out of place for the folk tales. Like, I feel like, for me personally, I don't really build too many mega structures as folk tales. I feel that's more of a Iron Teeth thing, and they do it so well that I end up doing with them very much a lot. Yeah, I feel like with folk tales it doesn't quite fit. But we're gonna leave the episode there. We've done a pretty good land grab and a pretty good advance. We've, managed to get ziplines online. We've got an observatory online. Our science is shooting up now. Badwater is coming in very nicely. And we're about to secure a second source of scrap metal to replace the one that is very much dwindling. Is that the one I thought would be the last source? It may well be. Yes. It was near this and mines. That looks about right. So yeah, the land grab has been very successful. So like I said, next episode we'll probably look to wind farm up a little bit. Maybe even take a moment, pause, and even push to get the better windmills for the wind farm straight off the bat. Hey, maybe even go in some well-being or some decoration. We've got metal online now, and it's a strong industry. No reason we can't push a few metal decorations. And of course, dynamite will probably need to be a bit of a focus to bring online as well. And so that just leaves me to say, ladies and gentlemen, until the next episode, from both myself, World Dragon, and the beautiful beavers of Beaverpool, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. And until we see you again next time, I truly do hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.